Hey YouTube, Jim here, and welcome to Top 10 Archive. Beyond the rolling hills and the towering mountaintops lies a place that, despite countless hours of exploration, remains a vast mystery. Hidden within the deepest, darkest corners of Earth's largest bodies of water are alleged monstrosities that continue to elude our prying eyes. A lucky few claim to have captured some of these creatures on camera, albeit in grainy and unreliable footage, but we've compiled the most memorable and some of the best in this Top 10 Sea Monster Sightings Archive. And hey, do us a favor by hitting that like button and leave us a comment because we're always looking to strike up an interesting conversation with you guys. Also, don't forget to click the bell so you get notified every time we put out a new video. Number 10. Hook Island Sea Monster. The infamous Hook Island monster photograph of 1964 depicts a long, tadpole-like creature snaking throughout Stonehaven Bay. The photographer, Robert Lucerec, claimed to have spotted the creature on vacation with his family and snapped off a series of inconclusive pictures, even diving below the surface to see the beast face to face. Thinking it was dead, the curious diver approached the figure, which opened its mouth and purportedly scurried off. With Lucerec's alleged history as a con man, many are quick to debunk the image, with the most popular theory being that it was created by using a black tarp held down by sand. Lucerec never confirmed nor denied the truth behind the image, leaving the mystery of the Hook Island Sea Monster to largely remain unsolved. Number 9. The Ice Behemoth of Alaska. When the mysterious footage of a potential sea monster is filmed and released by a government agency, it lends credence to the alleged discovery. In October of 2016, the U.S. Bureau of Land Management released strange footage of what looks to be an icy behemoth wading through the Chena River, Alaska. The BLM offered no suggestion, simply claiming it was not sure what was captured. The man behind the discovery, Craig McKay, may have launched sea monster fever by stating how strongly the mysteries of the natural world capture our imagination. While the footage went viral and the internet threw out a multitude of conspiracy theories, an Alaska Department of Fish and Game biologist believes the world went mad over a piece of rope. Number 8. Nessie Reemerges. Good old Nessie has been the subject of wonder since the 1930s, since she first emerged in the surgeon's photograph, and since then, the pictures kept coming. A recent and intriguing one comes not from a Scottish local, but from an American paranormal enthusiast, Jim Winitsky. While observing the Nessie on the Net webcam from his Iowa home, Winitsky believed he captured an image of the elusive beast emerging from her waters for a few seconds before disappearing again. Just above the canopies of the coastal trees, an unidentifiable black shape can be seen breaching the smooth surface and, based on its distance from the shore, the American claimed that it was at least 8 feet or about 2.4 meters out of the water. Winitsky's capture was deemed credible enough to be logged in the official Loch Ness Monster Sightings Register. Number 7. Raystown Ray. Known to locals as the Loch Ness of Pennsylvania, Raystown Ray has been a staple of Huntington County since its emergence in 1962. Inhabiting Raystown Lake, the serpentine monster is said to be a private creature, with Managing Director of Raystown Lake, Dwight Beal, claiming it comes out around April every year. The first notable photograph of Ray was snapped in 2006 by a local fisherman, allegedly showing the beast as it swims along the forested shore. Ray caught the attention of Sci-Fi's Fact or Faked Paranormal Files, which nearly recreated an alleged tourist photo of the lake monster with nothing but a log. Ultimately, Ray keeps to himself, or doesn't exist, but still proves to be a vital part of the Raystown Lake region and community. Number 6. Sanibel Island Serpent. What's more terrifying than coming across an unidentifiable sea serpent while boating in the shallows off of a Florida island? Probably seeing a wrinkled 80-year-old retired guy in a Speedo on the beach. Ew, gross. While enjoying a peaceful sunny day on the calm waters off Sanibel Island in October 2013, a couple captured footage of a creature they said had been speeding through the water like a bus. They observed it further until the creature's body rolled out of the water, seemingly wrapped around potential prey. The supposedly genuine reactions in the video offer credibility to their claim.
What the is that? Go! I don't know what that is, Dave.
But don't quite mean that they met an unknown giant serpent. The video received plenty of traction, but hasn't quite warranted expert opinion, leaving this an unsolved case backed by speculation and theories of giant oarfish and wayward whales. Number 5. Creature of Turgoyak Lake. What lurks in the depths of Turgoyak Lake in Chelyabinsk, Russia? According to Mikhail Nenarokov and other locals of the region, it's the Sea Monster. Nenarokov had been kayaking in Turgoyak Lake when he started to notice disruptions in the otherwise calm waters about 65 feet or roughly 20 meters away. Believing he was seeing the coils of a giant snake breaching the surface, the brave little kayaker decided to keep his distance and not investigate further. While Nenarokov admits it could have been divers scouring the lake, he remains adamant that what he captured was a true-to-life sea monster. Other viewers pose more colorful theories, like how it's part of a trick produced by a nearby hotel looking to attract tourists. Number 4. The Barmouth Monster. Is that a pachyderm in your river, or are you just happy to see us? Maybe it's not an elephant that was photographed in the River Arun in Barmouth, Wales by Mohammed Talla in 2016, but we're certainly hesitant to holler Sea Monster. Decades prior to Tala's mysterious photograph, locals have been reporting sightings of a beast swimming about the river. It all started with an early 20th century report of footprints found along the beach that were the size of an elephant's. Then in 1937, an eyewitness spotted a crocodile-like animal. Then a 1975 sighting of a long-necked creature emerging from the water seemed to substantiate earlier belief of the monster. Tala's photograph is believed to be the first photographic evidence of the beast of Barmouth, though skeptics think it may have been something substantially less exciting, like a floating log. Number 3. The Beast of River Thames. Headlines like "Experts Stumped by Sea Creature" are intriguing, but don't let them get your hopes up. Specifically, we're talking about the 2016 footage of an alleged sea monster in the River Thames. While passing by on an Emirates airline cable car near the O2 Arena in Greenwich, a shaky camera captured a series of humps breaching the surface and submerging again. London Wildlife Trust employee Ian Toklove spoke up, claiming the animal had remained unidentified despite reviewing the footage thoroughly. There may be a more logical explanation behind the unknown sea creature, however, as over 50 whales and 450 porpoises and dolphins have found their way into the Thames since 1913. Number 2. Alaskan Sea Dragon. Slap the word dragon onto something and everybody gets excited, especially when it's referencing footage of an alleged sea monster sighting. In November of 2016, while filming glaciers in Alaska, tourists captured footage that some say depict the front and tail of an ancient sea monster awoken by recent glacial collapse. The Cousins brothers of the Third Phase of the Moon YouTube channel were enthusiastic of the footage, saying it looks like some never-before-seen sea creature or a dragon. Other commentators weren't as enthusiastic, blatantly calling the video a fake. If there's one thing that's for sure, besides that it's not some mystical ice dragon, it's that it's quite different from the aforementioned white Ice Behemoth of Alaska. The footage is intriguing, but intriguing doesn't equal real. Number 1. The Legendary Morgawr. Not all sea monster sightings are of living specimens, as this February 2017 discovery of an unusual 8-foot or roughly 2.4-meter carcass has shown. The find was stumbled upon by Chris Kane and his wife Amanda along Charlestown Beach near St. Austell. Unsure of what he had discovered, though initially thinking it to be a pilot whale, Crane photographed the carcass and turned to the internet, only to find the general consensus landed on one name: Morgawr. The legend of Morgawr tells of a sea serpent said to live near Falmouth Bay in Cornwall, an elusive cryptid dating back to 1975. For a definitive answer, Crane submitted his find to the National Sea Watch Foundation, but they have yet to respond. Thanks for watching. Remember to give us a like, leave us a comment, and ring the bell to get notified about our next new video.